Hello, thank you so much for joining me. In front of my wood burner with candlelight. I love getting back to basics like this sometimes. It helps me, it helps my mental well-being, because there are times when I feel that the equilibrium of that mental well-being of mine gets a bit out of kilter, and I know it happens for a lot of people. The trouble is that for many of us, that feeling of getting out of kilter, we can ignore it. It'll be all right, it'll be all right, it'll be all right. And we gradually go down and we get more and more out of kilter. And that means clawing our way back becomes harder. So if you possibly can, tune in to your body. Tune in to when you feel that equilibrium is beginning to tip from a balance. It's never going to be balanced all the time. It's never going to be going up all the time. If it is, that's not healthy either. There'll be little tips, little dips. But if that dip doesn't seem to be finding its way back up to a level plane, then is the time to take some action. And it might be getting out in the fresh air. I've done some of that today, raking up some of the leaves. But now I'm just hunkering down for an hour of mindfulness relaxation. And I thought, whilst I'm down here, I'm going to actually speak to people as well. And as part of that, I'm going to read a poem by one of my all-time ever favourite wordmongers, and it's Maya Angelou. And this piece, yes, it's written by an American woman of colour, an American black woman. But to my way of thinking, this resonates just as positively, no matter what colour, what age, what size, what shape, what gender, what sexuality. I hope I've covered everything there. It works for all of us. And it is one of my turn to pieces. I'm hoping that I can manage to read it in this dim light. The title is Still I Rise. And for me that applies because that tipping, I know, has happened. Okay, I'll say many times in the past. But I've always managed to rise out of it because I identified it early on. I learned to identify it early on. So here we go. Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and just like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Up, I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide. Welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. I rise. I rise. And not only do those words resonate for me for any person, but also for the problems of many. And a lot of that I feel is very relevant to those who have been abused, those who have been bullied, slavery of a different kind. So I will now go back to watching the flames, doing some relaxation and being grateful that I've had this opportunity to sit here and record this for you. And I hope that you get as much from it as I do. Thank you so much for being with me. Take the very best care of yourself that you can. And I'll speak to you very soon. Bye-bye.